Hello, and welcome to Beats and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian. As usual, I have Beats Corny with me, and Selena is over on the other table grooming herself apparently right now, so we may or may not get a visit from her. So, hello, welcome to all of my new viewers, and welcome back to all of you old timers. Uh, I, I love every single one of you guys. I just think it's awesome that you guys are still here after a while watching me. So I guess I'm doing something right. So anyway, so hi. Um, Obviously this is my cross stitch related um, YouTube. So FlossTube, and so I talk about stitching, talk about life a little bit. Occasionally talk about my cat, probably too much, who is staring out the window right now. Anyway, and tea. I do talk about tea. So, um, and this is a new teacup, and I will talk about it in just a little bit. I promise. Ooh, it's hot. I am, since this is loose leaf, I am going back to using my actual teapot. So this water it's hotter than I get it in the microwave. So I have to sip a little bit slower. And also, I'm going to be a little weird this time, and I'm going to hold off about what this tea is, because, again, this will all come together, I promise. Also, don't forget to keep watching, because there is an announcement at the end, and you guys who have been here, at least who was here last week, you know what I'm talking about. So, stay tuned for that. Oh, hi, Cat. You going to come visit? I think we might be getting Cat. Gonna come up? There she goes. All right. Hi. And this is Selena. Hi, sweetie. What you doing? Hi, baby. She's my big black cat. Well, she's actually not big at all. She's floofy, but she's actually very small. Ooh, wait, ooh. That's the way to win her heart is the chin scritches. All right. Anyway, so first off, life updates. Not a whole lot going on this week. Just for the record, I will not be recording next week. I will be out of town, so I it's going to be extraordinarily unlikely that I'm actually going to get A, much stitching done, and B, um, that I'll be able to find a place to actually record. So that's also why I'm doing this announcement this week. I just didn't really want to wait 3 weeks. Look at that face. Well, okay, you can't see your face, but anyway. So, that's really about it, update-wise. Life-wise, oh, I forgot. We did actually go get to see Alton Brown. He came into town this week. Apparently, this is his farewell tour. And so there was food and stories and good smells wafting through the entire uh, theater. So, but no, it was awesome. It was very fun, and I'm very glad we went. We had a really nice time. We went downtown. We walked around for a bit. We had a nice dinner. Well, not a nice dinner, but a dinner. And so it was a really nice afternoon and evening together. The hubs and I. So yeah, that was pretty darn cool. Not gonna lie. But yeah, that should be about it. And I spilt tea on my pants, so now I have tea both on my pants and my arm. Woo. Yep. So yeah, that's about all I can think of. That's been about my excitement this week. Um, I'm not doing anything Stitchy related this weekend, so I doubt that I'll give you any updates because you guys it wouldn't be of any interest of what's going on this coming weekend. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get to comments. Once again, excuse me, I love every comment. I read every comment. I respond to every comment. I always love to hear what you guys say, even if it's just a little message. Like the first message here wasn't even, it wasn't, I love every message. And it doesn't even have to be a long message, even if it's just, hey, I like the video or something like that. I always enjoy those. So, with that in mind, Carla Regal says, thanks for sharing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy watching and keep enjoying the content. I have a monitor over here to the side, and that's why if I'm looking over to the side, I'm looking at my notes, at my comments. So that's why I'm looking back and forth. If you're wondering. Grumpy Stitcher says, "Oh, I changed your name after last video." Yeah, I, I knew. I figured it was, which is fine. I do love the name. Grumpy Stitcher is a good name, and I mean, I obviously, but I think everybody can be a Grumpy Stitcher at times. So it's a good name. Uh, so pretty much any tea, mostly black, but some fruit too. Um, Go well with a slice of orange. It adds a bit of freshness. Same goes for lemon. Yeah, once again, I have not actually bought an orange to try. I think it would probably be good with this tea here, but I get the small, like the little not tangerines, they're clementines. I think they are, but those are like smaller and sweeter. So I think I need to get an actual orange because it's got that little bit more of a sour acidity. Acidity. There you go. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, can I? I think it's too heavy. I don't think I can do this pinky out. Wait. Okay, my pinky is kind of out. You can't really see it, but there you go. See, pinky out. Mm. There you go. You can see it there. So there you go, pinky out. Because I'm just classy as shit. Anyway, so yeah, I do need to try that. Congratulations on 350. Thank you. You've been busy. I can see some nice progress there. Yeah. So there's one particular Facebook group that I have been um, uh, in since about the beginning of the year. And in this group, I have been doing a lot. I've been stitching a lot. And I know eventually I'm probably going to burn out and slow down, which is fine. But I'm going at this pace now while I can. So, get what I can get done before I start to slow down. So there you go. Terry Hall says, "Love your long dog sampler. I finished Pandemic last year." Oh well, that's awesome. Pandemic is great. I do have a copy of it, um, but I have not. I mean, I'm not. Even if I do start it, which I don't know, I like it. I don't like it as much as what I'm working on now, though. But either way, I'm not gonna do any long dogs until I finish this one. But I did look through the long dog website last night, and I found two that I kind of like, and they're a bit on the smaller side too. I mean, there's no small long dog, but they were in the 200s, and this one I think is like three something by four something. So yeah, so those might get done in sometime in the future. We'll see. Let's see. Joanne Matthews says, "Thank you for another great video." Thank you. I appreciate that. Watch the whole thing through. I'm very new to cross stitching, and you're an inspiration to me. Wow, that's actually really neat. I mean, I'll be honest. There are people who've been stitching a lot longer, who stitch a lot better than I do, and they definitely deserve the views um, on FlossTube and Instagram and all that as much, if not more, than I do. So, I would definitely. I mean, I do hope you keep watching. Um, I hope also that you go and find some of the other really talented stitchers that we have out there too, because it's nice to have a variety of people to watch. I mean, I watch all sorts of people, and some of them do a lot of samplers. And even though samplers aren't my thing, yes, I know long dog, but it's not a traditional sampler really. Um, that doesn't mean that I don't like what they're stitching. I don't like. So I like their stitching. I like their videos, like maybe how they talk, or or just something about them. Even if I don't stitch the same things they do, then they're always fun to watch too. So. Ah, and they also said congratulations on subscribers. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And thank you for telling people to come watch me as well. I do. I definitely appreciate that. All right. Healing Gamer says I did notice some glitches in the last video. Um, I'll have to take a look. I don't know if YouTube will let me re-upload it. But I do apologize to everybody who had a problem with the video. I think it was 2 videos ago. I've never heard of having a problem before. I'll have to take a look at the actual video I recorded to see if it's in there or if it was something that was uploaded. So that is on my to-do list. Let's see. Oh, you've made some great progress on your whips. Yeah, again, it's definitely due to that Facebook group. I'm very tempted to join you doing a long dog sampler. Do it. Do it. You know you want to. You know you want to. Anyway, no. No. I mean, I would love to do a long dog sampler with you, but, they're definitely a commitment, both with fabric and time and thread. So, but they're fun. At least the one I like, the one I have, is I've really, really been enjoying it. Um, I've only been cross stitching for a bit over a year, so I've only recently started to deviate from the called for color fabric. But you say that, and you've also said you started for Haid, so you're definitely jumping in with both feet, which is good. I mean, that's you might as well. I actually have a Haid. I have not started it yet. I don't think I picked out the color for it because I don't think it's a full coverage, because it's one of the bookmark ones. I'll have to look and see. I don't remember if it's full coverage or not, but um, how about this? You start a long dog, I'll start a Haid. Hmm, how'd you like that? Anyway, so uh, just a thought. Just a thought. Becca Lane says, I tend to gravitate towards any sort of blues when it comes to fabrics and flosses. Um, you know, I tend to work on neutrals. A lot of brown, not browns, even like tans and beiges and things like that. Um, I don't really have a whole lot of blue in my stash. I have some purples. I apologize for that. That's my phone. Shush. So I have some purples because I love purples. I have some oranges just because I like doing Halloween stuff. Um, but other than that, and I have some other random things, but most of them tend to be either grays because I do like kind of light grays, light to medium grays, and then light to medium tans. So there you go. All right, scroll down a bit. Oh, also she said, I love David Tennant and that piece is gorgeous. That's the Good Omens, which I will show you. I did at least some work on it this week. Um, yeah, I am both a fan of David Tennant and Michael Sheen. I love both of those guys, and I'm so excited that there's a second Good Omens coming out. So, but yeah, I'm very much enjoying doing the Good Omens, even if it's a bit of a slog. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm kind of getting towards like the end of the first row, and that's kind of exciting. So I'm hoping that will motivate me to get to the end of the row and then continue on. So we'll see. I mean, I plan on finishing it, but it's big. She big. She's not my biggest, but she big. I believe that You Belong to Me is my biggest. I think she wins for that. Anyway, so Debbie Sisk says your long dog sample's looking great. Thank you. I have done a crap load of work on it this week. I mean, like a lot. Uh, I have the same view on HP things. I have no issue putting money in the hands of artists that create things or patterns, but not into the official items. And I see no reason to get rid of the items I already bought. So yeah, that's the same way I feel. And honestly, if you and this is very divisive, and I do not, you know, if anybody wants to talk to me about it, I don't want to get into any arguments about it. But if somebody feels differently, if they don't want anything to do with it, if they want to get rid of what they have, um, that's fine. That is absolutely your right to. It's just the way I personally feel is like I've already given the money. It's already too late. So, um, but I'm not going to give any further money. But if that's not the way you feel, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Oh, and she also said love the kitty shirt. Yeah, that the I have a bunny shirt that's actually the same, the blue, pink, white. Or actually, blue, white, pink, I believe. But anyway, so yeah, I have both of those, and I think I'm pretty sure that shirt's come out sometime in the past in my other videos too. So there you go. My bee fact is that the name Melissa means honeybee. I only know this because I have a dear friend named Melissa. Well, there you go. We got an extra bee fact, and I'll give you an extra bee fact, which also relates to the Harry Potter stuff, which is Dumbledore actually means bumblebee in Old English. There you go. I don't know why I remember that, but yeah, because it's bees, I guess. You know, I need some bee shirts. I don't have any bee shirts. I need to remedy that situation. I do have otter shirts because, like I said, I love bees, but I am absolutely obsessed with otters. So there you go. I'll have to wear my otter shirt. I have one of like a giant otter that's using a ship as like how they like bang things on their tummy. So yeah, I'll have to find that somewhere. It's somewhere in my closet. But anyway, so um oh, she was saying, let's see, oh yeah, she was saying that she's an ages stitcher, prefers 18 to 20 count. 16 is really my go-to. Um, obviously I have some 18s and some 14s. There's a good mix of ones in here. 14 is that's really coverage can be really bad, really spotty, especially with really dark colors. Excuse me. Oof, T-belch. The lighter the color, the better the coverage on 14. And 18, the holes are a little small, so it's a little tougher to see, but doable. So 16 is kind of that happy medium for me. So there you go. That's kind of where I sit. Mm, God, that tea's so good. Um. Oh, I guess that's it. Okay, I apologize. I did not realize that was the last comment. So, uh, going on here. So, I definitely have some haul. I have some amazing Stitch kindness, and obviously quite a few things to show you Stitch wise. So, trying to figure out where to put things here. Hold that bee. There we go. So first off, since I was actually talking about, there we go. Since I was actually talking about Good Omens, I will go ahead and get to that. So where is the picture? There it is. So this is Good Omens Stained Glass by Darcy Lindbergh. I believe now this was a free pattern. I don't know if it's still around. I think it's still around. It's a little tough to find because it's not on a Etsy or anything like that. The way I found it, oddly enough, was that Neil Gaiman, yeah, Neil Gaiman, um, actually posted it in his Twitter, I believe. Um, and he posted a link to it. But I don't think it would be that hard to find if you just did a little bit of Google. Um, there might even be a Facebook group. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But anyway, so, ta-da! So, I was working on, I think last you saw it, I had actually finished the blue parts here. And I was filling in the inside, and obviously, so I'm working on that. I did the last two little top rows here because that is the same color as this for Aziraphale's flaming sword. So, which he misplaced or gave away. Anyway, that wouldn't make any sense unless you've actually watched the show, which you should watch the show if you can. It is on Amazon Prime. It's 6 episodes, 6 1-hour episodes, or just under an hour episodes. So I mean, it's easily bingeable, even in a day. I mean, I binged it in a day, but definitely a weekend. If you want to do it that way. The third episode is, I think, the best episode. Honestly, the last episode is good. That's number 2 on my list, but the third episode is just, I love it. Anyway, so I'll stop gushing about that. Secondly, since I guess I might as well show the big ones. this is not the biggest, but I tell you what, man, this one, I'm fudge. I forgot to put in the. I forgot to put in the pattern. Darn it. Damn. Whoops. And I'm apparently about to lose my needle. So, this one, I really kind of want to get finished. I kept telling myself, well, I would love to get this finished before July the 4th, and I'll be honest. Wow. I am so terribly sorry about that. That is a scam call. And yes, that is my ringtone. My ringtone is the Imperial March. Because I'm just that kind of nerd. But anyway, as I was saying, I could definitely get this done by July 4th if I put a little effort into it. So this is Hamilton versus Seabury, Farmer Refuted by Taylor and Cromwell. This and that little area right here. So that line down to this line is how much I actually have done. So it's well over half. And it's just, as you can tell, it's just a lot of writing. So, this is in the show Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton and Samuel Seabury are arguing, and they're singing over each other. So that's why the words are overlapped. So I've been working at. I think I finished up Straight Face, maybe Are Not, some, and then even Talk. Some I did all the white first, and now I'm starting to go back and start doing some of the. Oh, and I also did the stars. Starting to do some of the gold. So, but yeah, so it's this one's looking pretty good. I'm very excited about it, but it's a little hard to get motivated to do this one. Not because I don't like it, I do. It's just because it's a lot of words, and it's sometimes it can be hard to kind of motivate yourself to just stitch words and not any sort of design. So but again, I love the pattern, and I have several other Taylor and Cromwells that I have not started yet, but at least, well, actually, I have started one other Taylor and Cromwell, and I have, I think, maybe two others that are, that I have, one that I have kitted up, one that I think I just have the pattern and not kitted up. So, I definitely have some Taylor and Cromwells ready to go. So, yeah, that's that. And this one I've also been doing some good work on. I think I moved this one. Or maybe I moved it the one before, so I don't know. But anyway, this is the Walk Fast Sampler by Lindy Stitches. So this is for the Betty White's Tribute Sal. This was a Rose Nyland quote from Gold Girls. It's like that old Scandinavian saying, you can lead a herring to water, but you have to walk fast or he'll die. So, right now I have actually hit the corner. I can show you what I've got over. There we go. So I've got that. So yeah, I've been obviously working over here. I hit the corner, finished that little row, finished the saying, and I was working in here as well. But I had some I had to frog and redo like all of that. So it was a little less done than I thought, but that's so that's as wide, about as wide as it's going to be. You can see there's a little bit to the edge of this border, but that's as wide as it's going to be, and it's not going to be all the way down, but it is longer than it is wide. So still a bit of work. There's no particular time period on this one. It would be cool if I could get it done before her next birthday, next January, but I am not holding my breath on that. That's not a hard and fast rule. Not something that I'm going to work terribly hard towards. So, but with the that Facebook group that I'm in, they have every week they have a sal. Like one of the things that they'll give you different prompts to work on, but one that's constant is work on a sal. And some of these other ones have been Sal's or are Sal's as well, but I've been using this Walk Fast sampler exclusively for the Sal, the weekly Sal, and so that means I'm getting at least, I think it's 300 stitches on it. So that means I'm getting at least 300 stitches on it a week, which is nice. So it's getting there. And I don't know how many stitches it has. I didn't do any math or anything like that. So, you know. And it is kind of funny because I have a couple of things that have sampler in the name. And this one is closer to a more traditional sampler. Whereas the Long Dog is not as much, which is not wrong. I don't mind that. I actually like non-traditional samplers. So, I think it's funny that I keep saying that I'm not a big sampler fan, and yet I have two things that have sampler in the name. So there you go. All right, so we'll do that one last because it's the one I'm most proud of. It will be last, but most certainly not least. So this one is, once again, there is in this group that I'm in, they have the sale that they're doing every week. They also have, oh, you know what? I don't have the picture, do I? I do not. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I need to print out a picture of the frame. But anyway, so they also have one where you're working on something for 30 minutes a day. So once again, I have been working on the same thing for that 30 minutes a day, and rightfully so, because this one is a, it's not, I mean, it's not official, it's not really a time crunch. I don't have to get it started by the time it starts, but I would like to. So this is the Fab 50 Sal, and I apologize that I don't remember who it's by. Wait, hold on, wait a minute, I can tell you. Let me just scroll down here. It is by Abby Sue Designs. There you go. And she's on Etsy. And what this is we have the it's Disney related, of course, and so it's a mystery solve. So that's why I don't have a picture of everything, but she has put out a picture of the frame, because what she's doing is she's given us the frame. We have till June to stitch the frame, and then the individual pieces will start coming out. So because what she's going to do is she's going to have a Disney character in each of these 50 squares. Well, I'm going to say I don't have 50 squares. But, so, this is gigantic. And it's not quite that long, but it's about this long. Maybe about that long. And, about that wide. Um, so, yeah, I don't have a whole lot done. I've got 4 of the 50 squares done. And I know there's, 2 or 3 different sizes of squares. And then, you've got these little details. And this is going to be filled in, this side. This will not. This background will not, I should say. And I don't know whether these are going to be full coverage or just, part. We obviously don't know yet. So, but right now I don't need to worry about filling this in. I just need to be worried about making the actual frame. I I'll be honest. It's already March. I really, really don't think I'm going to get the frame by June. So what I'm hoping is the first one is kind of maybe here-ish. So I'm hoping to maybe go down this side after I'm done with this page and go down, and hopefully maybe I can get to the first square, um, by June. Because this, and the second square is like way down here at the bottom, down here-ish. So, um, I'm hoping to maybe go down the left-hand side here, and maybe, hopefully, I apologize. I don't know why my phone is being such a pain in the butt today. But anyway, so, I'm hoping to go down that left-hand side and, maybe get to the first square or two, so it might buy me a little bit of time. I think they come out pretty fast and furious, though, so I have a feeling once they start, I don't know that I'm actually going to be able to get any more of the border done. So, yeah, I probably need to work more than 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week on this. Um, so yeah, that's that, I guess. But yeah, so I'm working on it. I'm hoping. I really don't want to fall behind because I'm just really afraid if I fall behind, I'll never catch back up. I have seen that with a couple of other cells that I'm a part of. The Ink Circles map cell, I haven't. That's been just sitting there for probably 2 years now. So yeah, it's not good. All right, last but most certainly not least, as I said before. Whoops. Helps if I actually put it on the right side to unzip it though. Is dun 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 dun. Whoops, the long dog. All right. First off, let me show you the picture. There we go. So this is You Belong to Me. Oh, sorry, 253 by 313. So not quite as big as I thought it was, but it's still big. So of course it has the nice Egyptian theme, and as I've said before, because I've done some travel in Egypt, that's why that one really appealed to me. And wait, I don't think I've done it yet. I think I missed a couple weeks. Okay, gotta. It's just. I wish you guys could feel how soft this silk thread is. This is Silks for You thread. Honestly, that video is not doing it any justice. It's not that bright. It's duller than that. That's actually that's pretty close right there. So, um, but as you'll be able to tell in a second, it doesn't look like it has any variegation in here, but when you look at this, it absolutely has variegation, and it's subtle, and that's why it's perfectly subtle, just enough that you can see it, but that it's not too overwhelming. So, yeah, you can see the variegation in it. It's not super strong, but um, this actually is the end of a second page. That's how much I've worked on it. So I've been doing this whole tower, and then did the tower. I went over, connected these buildings, came up, did the bird, did this building right here, and now I am working on the trees. Actually, it started over here with the bunny head, and then I'm working over this way. So this is obviously where I am right now. So that is that. There you go. Yeah, you can see some variegation in it. It's not super strong, but you know what? I like it. And yes, it's Fragile. It's a major award. And cat, because cat. But yeah, so this was one I have absolutely been working on the most. I have just been kicking butt with this thing. Every time that I can find an excuse to use this as the thing to stitch on, I will. And once again, I know eventually that's going to, it's going to burn out a little bit and slow down. That's kind of what happened with Hamilton versus Seabury, to be honest with you. I started out really strong and then kind of slowed down with it. Um, but obviously I'm still working on that. So, all right. That is the stitchy part. Well, the works in progress. Oh, I did forget to say, as usual, I don't have any finishes. No FOs, no FFOs. That's kind of standard for me, unfortunately. So, and I will try to go through this. How was that looking? That's a little... Okay, there we go. Anyways, hopefully that didn't get through. Anyway, um, so, I will do, I guess what do you call haul or stash acquisitions, whatever you want to call them first. And then I'll do some amazing Stitchy kindness. So first off, and I just got this today. I mean, I literally, like, right before I started um, filming. This is 49 Fabrics, Sugar and Spice, 18 count Ada, Fat Eighth. So this is from their Fabric of the Month. I love every single one. I've never had a bad color. This is a nice, again, a nice neutral, kind of a, I don't know, kind of a cool beige in the video, than it is. It's a little bit more subtle in real life, but that's fine. They're with their neutrals, they tend to be a lot more subtle with the variegation. If you get some of the colored ones, they have some pretty wild stuff, which is great. Um, and I just have not been brave enough. I have a couple of pieces of their stuff, but nothing I've been brave enough to actually try yet. Not because they're bad, just because I haven't found that right thing to put them on yet. So there you go. Also, this is one of my fellow Stitcher, my LNS Stitcher's faults. She's actually doing this for her husband, who's going to be a lawyer, and I just love the way it looks. Yeah, I know this is. So, this is Lady Justice. There you go. Mirabilia. Very pretty. And, oh, where'd the bead pack go? Oh, there we go. And I was very happy to find out there are only three? Yeah, only three beads. Or three types of beads. So there's apparently not a whole crapload of beads in here, which is awesome. Which may have been one of the reasons why she might have been able to convince me to do it. Um, so the real question is now she is doing it. My Stitchy friend, she is doing it on that Constitution fabric, I believe. Um, I want to say it's from. Hmm, well, I don't know. I don't remember who it's from. Uh, the name is escaping me right now. There's a Stitcher, I believe she's or a seller, I believe she's from Italy, and she does beautiful, beautiful linens and such. But it is a linen. Um, but she was showing me the fabric, and it didn't look slubby. Um, I might actually look at Fabric Flare because they might have something that would be comparable in Ada. Um, I don't know how it is with half stitches. I'll have to double check on that first. So it may not be doable in Ada. But anyway, so obviously I don't have any of the. Ooh, that's sweet. I think I put too much sugar in this at the bottom. Oops. Anyway, so I haven't kitted it up yet. It's no hurry. How big is it? It is 170 by 202. It's stitched 2 over 2 on linen. So, on 32 count linen, by which will. Oh, it does say alternated 16 count graceful gray Ada. So, maybe it is doable on Ada. We'll see. As you can tell by the back, I haven't even opened it up yet. It is still sealed. There you go. So, um, if there's not a whole lot, I mean, if it's just a small amount of half stitches or quarter stitches, whatever, I can probably get away with it. But again, I'm in no hurry to start that. So she wants to finish it by the time he finishes law school, which I think is either this year or next year. I forget which. I think it's next year, early next year. Um, so more power to her on that. She has a ways to go, but it's looking really pretty. I would say she maybe has between a third and a half done. Um, but anyway, I believe that she's going like down. And one of the reasons I like this is there are some mirabilities I like, and I actually do have a B one that I need to start. That was actually some searchy kindness that somebody sent me. I believe that was God. I don't want to say the wrong person, but I think it was Belinda from Australia, I believe, and I apologize if I'm wrong about that. But um, like the whole like everything except for fabric, so that was amazing. Um, but the one thing I'm not a huge fan about Mirabilia's is like the face, especially the eyes. So I think that's one reason why I like this one, because you know the eyes are covered. It's just I don't know. There's just something about some of Mirabilia's eyes, not all of them, about something about them that just doesn't appeal to me as much. So I think that's another reason why I like this one. And I mean, it's Lady Justice, which I think is really cool. So yeah, um, I believe. Yeah, I believe that is all the. And I also got a couple of pairs of scissors, but not very exciting. So, yeah, I think that is all the stash. So, the next thing would be Stitch Kindness. Uh, Now this one, I'll be honest, I don't remember if I have it or not. I might, or I might just have one like it. But one of my, another Stitchy person in my LNS, was given, well, I believe she was at a retreat, and somebody was offering this, and she was like, oh, I need to grab this for Sebastian. So she did grab it for me. And this is hands-on design, humble honey, it's the bee's knees. So, um, and I actually think that I weirdly accidentally got a fabric that might work for this. Um, but yeah, it's just really cute. I'm pretty sure I have a hands-on design like a bee thing, but they've done a few different ones, so I may not have this one. Either way, um, if I do have it, this may be a future giveaway. If I don't, then I will definitely stitch it. I'll stitch one of the two that I have. So there you go. All right, and then I gotta get to. Well, no, I apologize. There was one more thing. Yeah, I have a little bit of ADHD, so hopefully I am not too crazy for you guys. I forgot one more thing that I bought, and these prices are just amazing. She doesn't. There's not a whole lot there, and it may be just because her prices are so good that they don't stay very long. But on Etsy, Crab Stack, Crab Shack Stitchery. There you go. Looks like she's got a Facebook and an Instagram as well. Um, she does these beautiful bags, and this is big too. So I haven't tried it, but this should fit an 11 by 11 with no problem. And I don't know. I just like it's so random. It's hats, It's not beanies or toques, but I am kind of a fan of hats. So, and I mean, look at this. It's got like three different colors. Um, it's well made. It's nice and it's really thick actually. It's hard to tell, but this is a super thick fabric. And then got kind of I don't know. It's almost like what do they call it? Blue Danube porcelain design on the inside. It's nothing I've ever seen before, but it's cool. It's not particularly girly. It's not like flowery or anything. It's just I don't know. It's kind of a cool design. And of course, it's got the so it is a zipper, and it does have a little thingy there that I guess you can keep whatever you want on it, really. But yeah, so this is really cool, and this thing was really inexpensive especially for its size. And as because apparently she is just a sweet, sweet person, she even sent me the little notions bag that same pattern, the same kind of triple stitch design, which makes it look super classy. And zip same. There you go. Kind of. Oh, there we go. That's a nice view of the inside there. So almost a leafy design. But yeah, so she sent that as a little gift, which I really appreciate. Thank you very, very much. So I will definitely keep looking. Not that I need any more bags, but honestly, with this quality and the price, I mean, actually, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put this in here so I don't lose it. It's really hard to not be tempted by some of the things that she has. There is one more bag that I have coming from Etsy. It has not arrived yet. It may be here Saturday, so you guys might see it in 2 weeks. But it wasn't quite as inexpensive. It was inexpensive, but not quite as inexpensive as this one. But just the design on it, I just couldn't resist. So I'll just let you leave it there, let it hang, and you'll see eventually. So, yeah, once again, Crab Shack Stitchery. So definitely go check them out. And they actually have patterns as well, not just bags. So they're definitely worth checking out. And obviously the link will be below. All right, so now finally, to get to the absolutely just amazing Stitchy kindness that I got. So, um, you guys, they obviously have a lot more people that watch them than me, but so you guys are probably already aware of Fox and Rabbit, Karen and Brendan, who are just amazing people. They're great, and They're actually in the U.S. right now as I record this, because I guess it's the I don't know if it starts on Friday or Saturday, but it might be the first day of market today. Because I think it starts on Friday. But anyway, just the thought that they're like 2 states away from me, and I can't go visit them because they're not halfway across the world is kind of sad because I really hope that I'll get to meet up with them. But anyway, they're amazing people. They're awesome. They're from Australia. That's I should say that. And so not only are they amazing people, they also um, make patterns and dye fabric. And so, uh, I've been talking with them for a while, and I always enjoy our conversations because they love cryptids, and my husband does, which is why I really want them and my husband to get together because I am very curious as to like how that whole conversation would go. But anyway, um, and so I think we've become friends over time. I would definitely consider them friends. I don't know whether they I can't speak for them, obviously, but um, and so we chat on different places, and I actually was joking with them once online because as I've said before, I'm a big fan of otters, and um, um, you know how anyway, one of the things I love about one of the first things that really got me into otters. I know this is going to sound silly because I was way past the age that this should have been, this should have been a thing. But the seaweed beanie baby, yeah, I know. So, and then just from there it went on to like, otters. But anyway, so when they had mentioned kind of offhandedly that they were gonna dye um, a fabric called Seaweed, I'm like, oh, I got to be a part of this. And they had just started getting into Ada. They had started with linen first, which makes sense because honestly, more people stitch linen than Ada, I think. Um, I mean, and a lot of people obviously stitch both, but linen is it holds dye. It tends to hold dye better, and you can do a lot more with less because the holes are a lot smaller. So you don't get ginormous patterns. Although you still can. But anyway, so anyway, I was joking with them, and they were like, "Okay, well, we could send you some seaweed." I'm like, "Oh, come on, I'll pay for it." And they're like, "No, no, no." So I thought, okay, well, that's really cool, and um, I didn't think too much of it, and I had sent some stuff over to them, and just because I just wanted to do that, and so, I'm trying to think when it was. I guess it was earlier this week. It wasn't too long after I recorded last. I got a box. I wonder, can I pull this over? Yeah, I can pull this over. That's not the box. That's a different box. I got. Oh god. Here we go. I got. Oh shit. A box. Wow. And I just. So this is a box from Australia Post. So anyway, and I mean a lot of it was okay. Well, we'll do that then. I'll clean that up later. Sorry, Selena. She is. I had to pull that kind of over her head, so she's giving me a bit of an evil eye. But anyway, so I had a box, and in the box was just amazing, amazing things. So I guess, well, first off, the reason that I was gonna wait to tell you about this, because this was actually part of it. Um, so this is a uh, you've got the tea, and then you put obviously you can see, that's my leftover tea in there. So you put the loose leaf tea in here, you pour the water through it, and it strains. So it's a tea slash strainer, um, which is a really cool design. I don't know, like, the name of the design or who designed it or anything, but I love that teal color in the background. And I mean, this is like porcelain, and so you've got little. I mean, this is like super posh, you know. It's even got a little gold in the handle. I mean, I'm sure it's not gold, and a little gold on the rim. I'm sure it's not actual gold, but and I mean, it's a real, like, honest to God porcelain teacup, which, I have mugs. I don't have teacups. Well, I do have a teacup now. Um, and so this thing is great. I love it. This is not my first glass of tea that I've had in here. Just want you to know. So, mm. But what also came with it is the tea that I'm drinking, which So this is this is great. So I've actually had two Australian people send me two different types of T2T. There you go. So this is kind of a best of. And these are all loose, which is fine now because I happen to have some other loose leaves, but we've got now the French Earl Grey. That's the one that I have now. So that's Earl Grey with hibiscus, sunflower, rose petals, and mallow flowers. We've also got Fruitalicious, which is this is Fruitalicious right here, which is cranberries, blueberries, dragon fruit, goji berries. The green rose, which is down here, that is green tea, currants, papaya, mango, and cornflower. And then Melbourne breakfast, which is black tea. Oh, just black tea and vanilla. Okay. And then we've got Sleep Tight, which is this last one, which I'm assuming is herbal. Yeah, lemon balm, lavender, jasmine, and rose. There we go. So, so far, because I don't want any of them to go bad, I'm opening one at a time. And so the French Earl Grey was the one that I opened first. But there is a lot. What is this? This is 30 grams, so this is 1 ounce. So you would think, that's not a whole lot, but that's 2 glasses down, and I still have that much. And I'm actually putting in at least twice as much as it says to put in, because it usually is 1 teaspoon. No, I like tea strong, so I put in 2 heaping teaspoons. So maybe closer to 2.5. I mean, I'm getting close to a tablespoon's worth of tea. So, um, so yeah, that's and those are all loose leaf, which is fine. And all of them sound good. Um, and even though I'm not as much of a green tea or um or herbal tea, both of these sound really good, especially the Sleep Tight. Like with that actually really sounds like it would be a good tea to have late at night. So I'm looking forward to that. I might actually end up opening that one. Um, this is best before June 2023. Okay. But yeah, even the green has like currants and mango and it says sugar, rose and cornflower. So it won't be just like a basic green. It'll be a green with flavor. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. So that is awesome. Um, Also, and I have not had. I don't really want to use these because they're so cool. They're food wraps, so where you would use like saran wrap or something to wrap something up. Um, but they're reusable. They're made out of beeswax, and look, it's a bee pattern. So there's like a small, a medium, and a large. Yeah. So there's 3 in there: small, medium, large. They're reusable, but I just, I mean, I will probably end up using them. It's just, I don't know. They're so cool, and you can kind of see that's yeah. I mean, so yeah, I just I don't know. They're so neat. I kind of don't want to use them, but I don't want to waste them either. So also I got some Roveras, which are always good. So got some bee patterns, and Roveras is weird about not actually like titling them. So I'm not sure why, but we've got Queen Bee, which is cool. Is that a little pin on the end? Oh yeah. Oh, oh yeah, okay, I see. So yeah, there's a little, I'm not really showing any of the pattern there. A little, crown there. Little, uh, little thingy. And then this is 3, so this is Queen Bee, Be Happy, and Be Good. So, 3 little ones there. Oh, there we go. Now it's focusing nice. And there's a little bee charm. There you go. So that's a pretty big V-charm. And then I guess this is just like a crown. So this one looks like it'd be really easy, like on a 14 count Ada, a 14 count like black Ada. Um, it looks like it might just be one color. No, it's two colors. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I guess with the beads, it's 1, 2, 3. Some maybe 4 color. But anyway, and then it comes with a little, which is interesting because it's showing like a little bee thing there, but what it actually comes with is a little crown charm. So, which is that the same as the first one? No, it's actually different. So that is a crown charm, but it's not the same crown charm as the other one. So there you go. So I think that one would be very simple to do. 122 by 95, so it's not too big. This one doesn't have the sizes, unfortunately. And 167 by 53. So I mean they're decent size. Not they're not tiny, but they wouldn't be hard to do in a fairly short time. So I will definitely have to start at least one of those. I'm not sure which. I think maybe the last one with the crown. Just because I'm such an Anglophile. And then look at this. That's kind of crazy. I will go through these super fast because um, I know that I'm already getting up to a little bit of time here. So this is a linen. I don't know what size linen it is, but look at these colors. My husband insists that this needs to have a unicorn pattern on it. So there you go. But you know what? This with the light, this doesn't even do it justice. But this is amazing. It is beautiful. Uh, and so, whoops. Okay. Apparently, I don't know how to fold. All right. There we go. All right. So anyway, I'll fold it later. This is what I'm guessing. Probably a 14 or a 16. That's pretty close to color. So it's a kind of a dull gray green blue. I guess it's kind of more of a grayish blue. Really pretty. That's pretty close to color. It's an Ada, so it's once again it's more subtle. The camera is picking up a little bit more of the variegation than you really see with your eyes. It's very subtle, but it's nice. Again, I don't mind subtle. This also needs some sort of a unicorn pattern, I think. This looks like it might be a 14. It's got pretty purples and blues, maybe a little bit of pinkish. Again, I really don't think this camera is doing these. I don't think it's doing these any sort of justice. Is that a linen or an even weave? I think this is a linen. I'm gonna guess it's 28 though because the holes aren't tiny. I'm thinking maybe this other one might be a 32. But it's a really pretty pink. And once again, I'm not sure exactly. It's kind of that's showing more purpley, but honestly, it's more pink than that really is. I wonder if I can put it Mirabilia behind it. Eh, it's pink with just little tiny hints of purple. But yeah, it's not. It's showing more purpley on my video at least. So, but it's a very pretty pink. This one is definitely 14 count Ada. Um, and I think I actually know exactly what's going to go on here. So nice subtle blues with kind of lights and darks. Ooh, that's a nice little dark spot there, isn't it? Um, Years ago, one of the very first things I did when I started stitching in earnest was I believe it was Frosted Pumpkin, the National Park's birthday. I believe it was National Park's birthday. Um, and I did that with the intention of giving it to somebody, and I did give it to them. Um, but it was on just a regular old blue Ada, like a nice sky blue. If this is big enough, which I think it is, because these look like these are fat quarters. Um, if this is big enough, then I definitely because I want to redo it. I've been wanting to redo it for a while. I don't know when I'll start it, but one of these days. Um, but if this fits, I definitely want to do that on there. Oops, Mirabilia, stop knocking over. This is definitely another 14 count, kind of kind of a brownish grayish, brownish purplish grayish. Definitely really good for something Halloweenish. I don't know what yet. I have plenty of Halloween stuff, so um, again, nice subtle variegation. I know that some of their variegation in the linen uh, is a little bit more pronounced because, well, I mean that's the same with any company, honestly, because like I said, with uh, uh, linen and to some point also even weave. Sorry about my nose. It tends to um, it tends to hold color a lot better than Ada does. I don't know why. It's just a thing. It does. So you can get a lot brighter colors, a lot bigger variegations in linens than you can in Ada, which honestly is fine. I'm actually more of a subtle kind of person anyway. Well, when it comes, I'm not a subtle person. I'm not a subtle person in the least. But when it comes to fabrics, I tend to be more of a subtle person. There you go. Now, the last one, the pièce de résistance. This, ta-da, is Seaweed, and I mean it really is. It's showing a lot grayer than it is here, but it's a, I mean it's a beautiful seaweed color. It's just that green, gray, brown that seaweed is. That that's just kind of what it is. Yeah, it's. I don't see. Oh, I don't know if this will help any or not. Nah, not really. Yeah. Anyway, it's once again kind of, sort of want to find um, an otter to put this on, but I have to be careful because since otters tend to be a dark brown color, I don't want them to get lost. So I'm gonna try to find a good otter. Ooh, you know what? There is, if you guys remember from a while ago, a few months ago, um, one of my Stitchy buddies, one of my LNS people, they went to Alaska and got a whole bunch of patterns. I mean, I paid them for them, obviously, but they did bring back an otter pattern, which I don't remember what color it was supposed to be on. I want to say maybe it was a dark blue or a black. But, once again, if this fits, I might do that otter on that because it's like a, uh, I want to say it's pronounced Tlingit, I believe. That's the Native American one. I gotta be careful. One of the um, larger Native American tribes up in the uh, Pacific Northwest and Alaska area. And you've seen their designs before, the very heavy lined animals that are very um, kind of squarey and very lines and dots and um, very stylized. It's hard to explain, but trust me, if I showed you a picture of one, which I don't have off the top of my head, unfortunately, I can't just pull one up. Um, then you would know what I'm talking about. Um, and so that it's that style of um, that style of pattern. And so, cat hair. Oh, cat hair. Anyways, so it's that style, and I'm thinking that it would go okay on that, but I'll check. So I will keep you updated on that one. And man, it's okay. We're already going to an hour, so let me um, finish this up real quick. So I apologize that I've been kind of rambling on, but I did have a lot of stuff to show you. So hopefully you guys don't mind too much. So I'm going to do the of the weeks, then I'll do the announcement, and then you guys will be all set. So, for the Stitchy website of the week, excuse me, I'm sorry, and I'm not going to get political, but I do want to go ahead, excuse me, I'm sorry, wow. I do at least want to go ahead and kind of talk about the elephant in the room. Um, so the Stitchy website is called I Sing With You by Fiddlesticks AU. Um, it is Etsy. It's very inexpensive. I want to say it's like $3 and some change US. Um, and the money is going towards the Ukraine Red Cross. So, and one other thing, and it's been going around, and this is definitely something that I recommend. I have already, I have already done this, but since these are PDF things, I catch, I don't have anything to show, um, and I don't have the directions. I have to find the directions because someone else has put them up. There is a way to go into Etsy and tell it to look for people from one particular country. So, what a lot of people are encouraging cross stitchers to do is look up cross stitchers in the Ukraine and just, get a pattern. I mean, even if you don't intend to stitch it, there's a lot of very inexpensive patterns out there, and it can help somebody who is, who is in some dire straits right now. So, um, that is definitely something I encourage you guys to do. All right, soapbox. So, again, like I said, I don't want to get political about that, but I am definitely all about um, supporting who we can. So there you go. All right, and so the non-stitchy website is since I was talking about Neil Gaiman a little bit before, um, apparently they just released a audiobook from Audible, which I have had a trial run of. I have not actually bought a subscription to, but a lot of people have because a lot of people use Audible or something else similar to listen to books while they stitch, which I think is a great idea. I tend to watch YouTube, but I think listening because I think if I tried to, me personally, I think if I tried to listen to a book while stitching, I'd be paying too much attention to the book and not enough to stitching. With YouTube, I can either pause it if I need to, and it's just easier for me to not think about it. Um, but I don't know. I haven't tried to listen to a book and stitch. So maybe I should try. But anyway, so it's Neil Gaiman's Sandman audiobook, and there is an amazing cast in this. Once again, the links for both of these are below. Um, I believe I believe that Michael Sheen, because I was talking about him before, is playing Lucifer Morningstar. And I think it's a small part, but I think that I know there are other people other fairly famous actors that have parts in it. I do believe that David Tennant has a smaller role in it, and I think that Neil Gaiman might be the narrator, if I remember correctly. So, but anyway, it is actually, and I think it's like 11 hours long. I have not read the graphic novel. My husband has the first part of it, um, and I've kind of glanced through it. Um, but I mean, I watched Good Omens before I started reading the book, so there you go. So I might give Audible a try because I think you could do like a month free. Um, and I don't know if that would be enough time to listen to all of Sandman. Maybe, maybe not. Um, but I might give it a try because I'm very, very curious. It's supposed to be an extraordinarily good story. So anyway, there we go. I'll stop drawing on about that because I know not everybody's into Sandman or Neil Gaiman, but you know, I still say watch Good Omens though. So yes, I know I should sip tea, but you know, what can I say? Classy as fuck. So that's me. Um. Anyway, so I did already give a couple of B facts. Well, one of my watchers did. Thank you very much again. But I will give you a also a bonus B fact here. Um, and this actually came from a comment that somebody had made elsewhere. I believe it was on my Instagram. That there are solitary bees, and I didn't even know that. I didn't even think about it, because you think beehive, but no. Apparently, there are bees that are solitary. There's over 200 species of solitary bees. They live alone, though they tend to nest close to each other. They don't produce honey. They don't have a queen, and they don't live in hives. Somebody on Instagram sent me a picture of one. I think it was Instagram, and it was just this bright, like Julie sort of blue colors, beautiful. And I didn't even know there were like bees of that color, but I mean it was amazing, and it was, uh, I think it was a video of a solitary bee that was trying to pick honey away from a beehive, and doing all right for itself. So it would kind of do the same thing that honeybees do, which is like steal it and kind of stuff it on their legs. Oh no, don't fall over. Stuff it like on their legs. Oh, there you go. And then get a little bit more, stuff a little bit more on either on their legs or on the back, and then use that for food. So anyway, I thought that was really cool. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research about these solitary bees because that was fascinating. All right, I know you guys. Some of you have probably fast forwarded um, through to the end to find out about the giveaway. There were 6 people, so you know, um, when I do giveaways, there's not usually a whole lot of people who enter, so you have a decent chance of winning, honestly. Um, and I would like to maybe start trying to give away just like smaller giveaways a little bit more often, but probably not in the next month or two because March and April are going to be kind of crazy. Um, June's actually going to be maybe a little crazy. August is usually a tiny bit crazy. But there are times in between there that I would like to maybe do like a little tiny giveaway, maybe once a month or something like that. But anyway, so the winner is Devi Sisk. So if you could please, my email is below. Um, just email me and with your address, and I will go ahead and I will get these out. Like I said, I since I'm not going to be here this weekend, it may not be till I get back. Hopefully that's okay. Um, but um, but yeah, I will try to get that out before I leave, but I can't promise. So, um, all right, I guess that's about it. So congratulations to Devi Sisk. Um, thank you all of you guys for watching. If you stuck through all the way, I really really appreciate it. Um, I know not everybody gets all the way through, but you know, it's you know, I always appreciate it. Also, I do have a Ko-fi below. Coffee, I guess. Kofi. Anyway, so if you guys want to help, either offset some shipping costs or buy me a coffee, you know, that's always below. Again, obviously no pressure. I always appreciate it if you can. Um, like and subscribe. That helps me on YouTube because they keep changing how you do the algorithms, so that helps people find me. Once again, I'm not making any money out of this. I'm just doing this out of the sheer love of wanting to talk about cross stitch. So there you go. All right, so let me move this over to the side from Sleepy Kitty. She's been very good, very quiet this whole time. There we go. So from Selena and B Scornu, oh, he's down here. B Scornu and myself. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.